Eileen, thank you. The backup at airports across the country continues a day after air traffic controllers started going on furlough due to government spending cuts. Eyewitness News reporter Q McCrae is live at LAX with an update on the situation there. Q.
Well, Philip, as you know, I spent a lot of time here at LAX this morning. I've been in and out of the terminals here, checking the flight screens. And what I've noticed is the majority of the flights that are delayed or canceled are heading east to Houston, Philadelphia, Indianapolis. Some of them delayed more than an hour. And the expectation here today that those delays are only going to lengthen as the day goes on.
The flight's been delayed by 4 hours.
Trying to rebook right now to see if I can back.
They said they don't know how they're going to get us to Cancun.
Some passengers were met with great disappointment at LAX today, greeted by extreme delays and cancellations. Frustrations were quick to take off.
It's a little frustrating, especially at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But we've traveled enough that it's something we just have to deal with, I guess.
That's the first time I'm going to fly with this airline, and that's bad.
But the airlines are pointing their finger at the Federal Aviation Authority. The FAA is dealing with budget woes. It furloughed all 47,000 agency workers, including nearly 15,000 air traffic controllers. Each employee will lose one workday every other week. At LAX, that means 3 less controllers a day. Planes have to take off and land less often, causing delays and cancellations. We caught up with Angelinos who flew to Fresno from San Antonio and spent hundreds of dollars on a taxi to get home because their flight was scrapped last night.
Boarded a plane back to LAX. We have sat on the tarmac for about an hour and got different viewpoints about what was going to be happening. We finally went back in, unloaded, and then we were going to load again and unload, and then they said that the flight was canceled, and then they voted whether they were going to be able to reroute the plane to Fresno. Here we are, we're taking a cab from Fresno back to Los Angeles at 1 o'clock in the morning.
LAX officials released a statement which reads in part, Los Angeles World Airports is very concerned about the impacts air traffic controller furloughs could have on our passengers. We are especially concerned about the impact of the furloughs during this peak summer travel season. As it stands, the furloughs are expected to continue through September. Mike Kennedy's flight to Indianapolis was delayed 6 hours this morning.
If you look at it for essential personnel, I would classify these people as essential. There's a lot of business going on that's now delayed. So if I'm delayed 6 hours and can't work, what's everybody else delayed in 6 work? And then how much have you lost?
I've also spent a lot of time on my iPad today checking flight status around the country. And I've noticed that the airports with the most delays are on the East Coast at JFK, LaGuardia, and the Baltimore International Airport. But again, those delays are expected to trickle across the country here west sometime later on this afternoon. If you're flying out of LAX today, visit our website, abc7.com. There's a link at the top of our homepage called See It on TV. There's a link there that will allow you to check out all the flight status throughout this airport right there on our homepage. Live from LAX, I'm Q McCrae, ABC7 Eyewitness News.